straight guys. Why is lesbian porn so popular among heterosexual men? Because it's got titties in it, but like twice. Hopefully an even number of titties. Clearly you haven't seen Total Recall, or you wouldn't make such obscene statements. I don't like that kind of porn either, but it is really simple to explain. Imagine you like chocolate bars. You know what is better than one chocolate bar? 2 chocolate bars. Double the titties and no cock. Of course that appeals to straight men. Exactly. No dicks. So lesbian porn is as straight as you can get. Yeah, but lesbians are gay though, so it makes it gay. You don't have to look at or hear another dude. Sometimes porn can obnoxiously focus on the dude for no apparent reason. Slightly less abysmal cunnilingus scenes. Sometimes, the pacing is usually completely different. Some dudes like watching a duck ton of foreplay. With heterosexual porn, it often feels like everything that happens is for the benefit of the guy, and it's not really about her desires and her turn-ons. Lesbian porn, if it's not too overproduced and fake, feels like it's just two gorgeous women giving each other pleasure for their own benefit. If they do something kinky, it's because they actually enjoy it, rather than to please a guy. / I am or any pro-lesbian scene is choreographed with a male viewer in mind. But the hottest ones don't feel like it. Why are 2 slices of pizza better than 1? Why are 2 scoops of ice cream better than 1? Why does pussy traction on a Plymouth work? It just does. It's like double women. I prefer threesomes because I can picture myself as that dude, as my chances of that happening in real life are laughable at best. They're really cool the first couple of times, but after that you find out that it's a lot of goddamn work. Especially if one or both of the girls aren't bisexual and aren't really there for each other. Because men in porn are ducking annoying. I know it is incredibly selfish of me to think this way, because it isn't made only for me. But I don't want to hear the dude say anything. Just shut the duck up and do your job. I am not that into it. I need to see a dick so I can imagine it is my dick. So I have to go through a weird process of finding a dick that isn't too far off my own penile color scheme. It takes a lot of work, and sometimes I think I'm spending too much time critiquing dicks than enjoying the titties. But hey, I know what I like! ! Think about it. Straight men enjoy looking at women, and in lesbian porn there is nothing to see but women. Because I like girls, not guys. The real question is, why is lesbian porn so popular with straight women? Yet hardly any straight guys watch gay porn. Most straight dudes don't like anal with dudes. But lesbian porn is basically extended foreplay, which most women don't get. Not really a fan of lesbian porn, to be honest. I suppose because lesbian porn is usually more intimate, slow and steady. You can get fast-paced lesbian porn with sex toys and strap-ons, but to be honest it looks awkward to me. When I watch porn, it's usually to watch a girl get ducked rough. Even if faked, it's satisfying watching an attractive woman gasp and eyes shutter from being ducked by a guy. If one girl is straight, then 2 girls is, like, super straight. Duh. Learned this analogy years ago. Wow. I've got a chocolate bar. You know what would be better than 1 chocolate bar? Oh, I know. 2 chocolate bars. At the same time. Together. Apostrophe. I had an interesting thing happen to me where I used to be really into lesbian porn. This was all back when I was still a virgin. So I think I liked it because of what a lot of the guys here have said. More boobs equals more good. I noticed though that after I had actual sex for the first time, I was almost immediately disinterested in lesbian porn. After having real sex and knowing what it was like, I started liking straight porn way more because I could more easily insert myself into the experience. Lesbian porn just seems weird to me now because that's not what sex is to me. I am bi, but I am also qualified in answering this. S. I like boobs. S. I like vagina. Now there are multiple. E. Has to manner. A. No dicks. Personally, I hate straight guy/girl porn. Because half the time you're looking at a rear view of some guy's ass and balls. As well as the obvious answers about lesbians being porn efficient, I think for many people there's an element of the taboo about it still. In the same way as you get porn featuring hijabi women, or nuns or incest, or whatever, there's a sort of transgressive air to it, more so in certain parts of the world. Some have said they can't get into it because they can't imagine themselves being part of it. But that may again be part of the attraction for some people. It's a sort of peeping Tom fantasy of what women get up to when men aren't around. And since they'll never see anything to disprove it, they can maintain the fantasy. Every guy knows that plumbers or pizza guys are almost never paid in sexual favors by pretty young women who've lost their purse. But you can't prove that your wife and her friend don't start by complimenting each other's clothes and end up writhing on the sofa. No clue. I find it boring. My lesbian friends, oddly enough, prefer watching make gay porn. Because watching two beautiful women rolling around naked enjoying each other's bodies is hot. I am straight. I like women. So porn featuring two of what I like is better than just one. I once got a good explanation. Well, you like seeing a woman, but you also like pizza. Now think about two pizzas and now think about them making out. Honestly, I just can really identify it with the girls. Especially with girls who are also into girls. Also there are two girls. Two girls who make the other person happy. Two girls who spread their happiness. Two girls who orgasm. Two girls who will pleasure your eyes. I can't find the image but someone once put it this way. I like chocolate bars. Oh look, I have a chocolate bar. Oh look, I have another one. What do you know? Two of a thing I like. Together. Smashes chocolate bars together furiously. I like watching pretty girls pleasure each other. I prefer FFM scenes though. I'm with you. Not a big fan myself. No penetration other than with plastic toys so it doesn't feel real to me. I never want to see a penis besides my own. Incidental penis? Whatever. Non-sexually penis. Think brotherhood? Sure. But in a sexual situation, I'd rather see solo or lesbians. Because twice as much girl. I'm not really into it, but I do enjoy watching two women going at it. Even straight women have a thing for lesbian porn. I don't care for it. I've always felt like, if they like women, then there's no reason they'd be interested in me. Even though I know it's fake as often as not. That still turns me off. And BTW, if I want more boobs, there is surely no shortage of them on the internet. So I don't buy that argument. The lesbian BDSM is pretty cool how they make another girl gagging with their hand down their throats or ETMI. Mostly because you can fantasy about ducking both them without seeing a penis. Multiple partners is a top fantasy for guys. To a more nature standpoint, brain thinks too bad with one stone. If you like one pretty lady, you'll probably like two pretty ladies. And guys in porn trying to talk dirty is a huge turnoff. I guess I like a little dick in my porn. Maybe I am like 3% gay or something. But it's kinda hard for me to imagine the situation when it's two girls. I can't really imagine my vagina being rubbed on another girl's vagina. I don't share the sentiment either. I can't find it enjoyable because I can't mentally place myself there. I am with you. I don't understand it either. I find lesbian porn to be mostly very boring, and usually I try to imagine myself in the situation, and I can't do that if it's only women. LMAO, these responses are wild. Honestly, I like it because I have to search much less hard to find a woman who looks like she's not hating every minute of it. I don't like it when there's too much of a focus on the males. The male lower body is disgusting to me, and it isn't something that's present in lesbian porn. Straight porn is fine if there isn't too much of a focus on the male, but that's the case too frequently. On top of being two chocolate bars, it's hard to see girls see what you see in women and not be able to help themselves. Apostrophe. I think this is why you see chicks watch gay porn too. Obviously smaller numbers, but it's out there. Running joke slash stereotypies that girl weebs are just in it for the OE. Don't share the sentiment either. I cannot insert myself into the situation, except maybe if there's a strap-on or double-ended dildo. It's like peeking to a world to which we have no entry. Bonus points if you add to this fantasy about making her realize she's not just a lesbian, but a bi. Of course, with help of you Magnum Darn, what just proves that you're so special. Besides, 2 hot chicks are sexier than 1 hot chick, right? I don't like looking at naked men. I don't find them even remotely attractive, no matter what they are doing. I have a theory. I don't think it's actually the idea of lesbians that's a turn on. When a man sees lesbians, secretly they imagine themselves between them. It's the fantasy that I am such an attractive man and so desired by women that their own sexuality is my plaything. It's the same fetish behind stuff MILFs and barely 18 stuff. This idea that a man is so desired by women it transcends taboos and excuses it. There are twice as many, or more, people I want to see naked. There is still some taboo around girl on girl, though much less than when I was a teenager, 80s. I generally don't like lesbian porn anymore, but it was my preference as a younger man. For a long damn time. I am not sure what changed in me. Women feel so nice around a penis. I feel like girl is wasting an opportunity? Question mark. I am still not fond of seeing dicks in my porn. But now I put up with them. It turns me the hell on. That's why it is for me. Maybe other dudes study how to go down on a girl correctly. To each his own. I'm a woman, and I am guessing it's because there's 2 pairs of heaving breasts, 2 gasping, airy, moaning voices, 2 round, supple, perky pairs of buttocks, and not a deep, guttural, grunt, or caveman groan from another man anywhere to be found. Go read through that other thread on here about what annoys you most in porn. Most of the time, there's very little of that. I have a raisin bar and chocolate bar. Raisins are okay with the chocolate bar, but you know what's better than 1 chocolate bar? 2 chocolate bars. I'd presume because heterosexual men enjoy the look of women, but don't in particular care about the men. Ask hetero women why they watch male gay porn, and you'll likely get a similar answer. There's 6 things in straight porn I dislike. Loud men, heavy breathing, grunting, moaning. Some men must have giant egos. Sometimes the whole porn revolves around how big his penis is. Either the girl won't shut up about it, or he talks about his penis like it's a separate entity. Guys having a big belly, fucking with a softie. The fastest way to turn me off. I thought being a pornster was supposed to be kind of an alpha thing. And you're with that skinny girl who's got giant tits and a beautiful face and you're soft. Come on. Male assholes. A bush. I dislike hairy vaginas more, but a hairy bush on a guy will ruin it. You don't have to look at the male form when you're watching a sex act. Seems pretty reasonable to be popular to me. I don't get it either personally. I actually do not find it more appealing. I've always said, if my wife left me for another woman I'm fine with that, because I just don't have the right equipment for that. I actually do prefer seeing a male and a female or a female solo. Simply because as referenced earlier I simply do not have that equipment. Just cause I see another man's junk does not make me gay or curious. Nope, not at all. It allows me to better visualize. So I share your feeling I'm very straight. And with that I can see another man's penis and not get all I'm questioning my sexuality. Good on you I say. Well, as a straight male I have never directly searched for lesbian porn when watching porn. I may have watched like 0.005% lesbian porn in my entire porn watching history lol. It's simple mathematics. Regular straight porn is 1 guy and 1 girl. Because of the presence of 1 guy, you are either A. cucking yourself because you're watching another man duck the girl you're beating it to, B. 50% gay because you're looking at a naked dude at the same time. Therefore we can infer that the only truly straight porn for a man to watch is gay porn for women, and vice versa. I am over 30 and never searched for lesbian porn in my life. I just miss a character to identify with. Too little ducking going on for my taste. I am not a fan either, but it's usually either due to the man's penis phobia, or because those men who like it fantasize about turning her straight with the power of his magical dick. Because we, men as a group, sexually view the women as objects. Hence more women equals more attractiveness. It's not about what you can do, but what they can do for you. The women purpose within this context is to fulfill dreams, not interact out of context. Unless that's your thing, we need to deal with this. So gay porn is 2 dudes and that's like 100% gay, right? Regular porn is usually 1 dude and 1 chick, so that's 50% gay. Lesbian porn is 2 chicks, so it's 0% gay, and therefore heterosexual dudes love it. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this, and don't forget to click the notification bell for future videos.